on, artists? It's Heather Hunter, and it's time to get nasty because I'm hanging out with lipstick liquor bottles. What's up? This is Heather Hunter, and I'm hanging out with Freak Genius TV.
We're here with former adult entertainer Heather Hunter, and just pretty much give us a little feedback on how you entered the adult entertainment industry back when you were in it.
Wow, it's been such a long time. I've been retired from the adult industry now for like about 22 years. And I started when I was 18 years old. Actually was, I was a runaway when I was 16, and I got into doing exotic dancing. And by the time I got into the adult industry, I was 18 years old. I did my first movie on my birthday. And wow, that was intense, okay? For your 18th birthday, you're actually doing a porno. But I was in business for like 18 to age 21, 22, and then I retired. And it was an incredible experience. And then I went on to so many other things.
You were in the adult entertainment industry in the 80s, correct?
Well, actually in the late 80s, like 89 all the way up to 91, 92. 91, 92, because I actually went back. I retired like Jay-Z, and I came back. And I did about 6 more films, and then I officially retired. And I think that was around 22, 20.
How did you become so iconic in just such a short amount of time?
Well, I think in that business, it was kind of going into a new generation and a new face. And back then, there was only a few adult African-American superstars that were in the business. You had Jeannie Pepper, Ebony Eyes, Nina Tapunka, and I can't remember the guy, Ray Victory. And back then, they really was typecasting, stereotypecasting African-American performers. And when I got into the business, I said I want to be as popular as Vanessa Del Rio. But I don't want to do as much kinky stuff as Vanessa. And she was good, and no one could top Vanessa Del Rio. But I wanted the fame. So I think at that time, I really stood up for what I believed in. I got the respect. I didn't want to be stereotyped as an African-American performer. I just wanted to be an X-rated adult performer. And don't look at my color, just, kind of recognize what I do in the business for who I am. And I stood up for everything I was supposed to stand up for. And then I opened up the doors for a lot of other adult performers. I pretty much broke all the color barriers that were going on at the time. And it was a blessing, I realized I was in that business, and it was a taboo business, and I really didn't know it at 18 because I was just having fun. So I was like, okay, how am I going to let this work for me and make this happen and really come up on top in that industry? Because it's really hard to come up on top in the X business.
You pretty much became a national icon. You were definitely talked about in music, hip hop, and you were probably one of the few adult entertainers that did the least amount of scenes. Yeah. That's kind of amazing.
All my life I've been, people don't know, but I have OCD. I'm very, channeled into everything that I do. So I think when it came down to, like I said, when I got into the business, I had to come up with a plan, and I stuck to my plan. I achieved what I was trying to achieve, and it was a blessing. I really had a lot of support with a lot of people in the adult industry, like Vivid Video, Stephen Hirsch, Dave Copeland from GMI, Robin Bird. I had people looking out for me and make sure that I was guided in the right path. I want to thank them.
So you moved on to do music.
Yes.
You've also you paint, you're an artist. And currently now you're doing photography.
And now I'm doing photography. Yeah, I've done so crazy when you just look at your life, especially when I was doing X-rated adult films, and I look at that person, I was so young. I was such a freak. I'm still a freak. I'm a domestic freak now, there's a difference, And now, actually getting out of the adult industry, I got into music business. I was signed to IM Records. I was in house music at the time. Then I was signed to Tommy Boy Records. And then I went on to actually putting out my own record label, which is called Blow Records. And that was a great experience. I actually got to work with producers like Scott Storch, Eastman B, Freedom Rouse, White Clef, everybody that was part of the project, and DJ Premier. That album was called Double H Unexpected. It was really a tribute to all hip-hop pioneers that I knew. You know, I've been in the game for so long, so I wanted to express myself in hip-hop, so I did, you know? And then I went on to book. I wrote a book, and that's called Insatiable. It was a erotic fiction book. And then I did my painting. I opened up an art gallery, and that company was called Artcore NYC. And I still paint today. And after I kind of moved around into the game, I decided to pick up a skill, and I went to the New York Institute of Photography School, and I got my degree, and I started to do photography, and now I'm a photographer, and I pretty much do it all.
So tell us more about your magazine that you are in the works with.
The magazine. From actually, you know, doing photography school, I kind of came up with this idea. I wanted to launch an online fine nude art magazine called HunterGlam.com. And it's really a platform for women from all different cultures to actually, you know, portray themselves in a very erotic, elegant way. And I would say it's like an urban Playboy-ish kind of magazine. And then I also have HunterMan.com, HunterMan-.com. It is the same kind of genre as male models. It's fine nude art photography. And that comes out in January 2019. So my plate is kind of full, you know? It's amazing that I get to have sex still. You know?
Speaking about sex, what would your favorite position or your favorite thing to do sexually?
Believe it or not, I have this oral fixation. So, you know, can I get a little naughty on you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I have this oral fixation that is incredible, you know. I'm really good with my tongue. And then I love doggy style, traditional doggy style. You know, a woman who tends to, you know, have a lot of power, always in control and lead. You know, sometimes really like to smash her head in a pillow and go doggy style. So, you know, I like to submit sometimes. So, you know, that's my sex life. And it's very well. It's pretty healthy. I got a good man in my life.
Do you date women?
I'm born bisexual. I haven't dated a woman in so long. I'm in a great relationship right now. I believe when you're in a relationship, especially if you're in a relationship with a man, it becomes monogamous. And you know, I guess when it's time, like to be bisexual on the weekends, you know, I gotta ask him first. You know?
Does that also, is it vice versa? When you're with a woman, you're monogamous as well, or is it just when you're with a man?
Well, with a woman, you know, when I say I'm born bisexual, I lean more towards men. To me, women, I find women beautiful, but it's something I desire, you know. I'm highly attracted to them, but, you know, I've tried relationships with women, and, you know, it just doesn't work for me, you know. But I love them, you know. I'll take them out on dates, you know, when I'm single. Yeah.
So you would say you're the man in the relationship. You take them out on dates.
Yeah, I'm always single, you know. I'm always single. Yeah.
And your current love life now, do you guys partake in any threesome activity?
Oh, well, that's,
menage a trois?
you know, just like my entire being, I've never kissed and tell what I do. I'm a very private person. I think everybody knows that, especially in all the interviews I've done. no one has been able to get anything out of me. And you know, if I tend to spill anything, it'll be when I'm like 60, and then that's when I'll give you the tea. Yeah.
How do you feel about the porn industry now?
Porn industry, wow. You know, it's different. It's definitely different. It's hard to actually take a adult performer and brand him into a star because there's so many people in the industry. Me personally, you know, just from even when I was in the industry, you know, my most important thing was, you know, for people to practice safe sex, you know. So I'm all for the porno industry. You know, a lot of my colleagues are in there. They're actually my second family, you know. So, but you know, to me, you know, condoms have to be mandatory. That's how I feel.
And when you were in the adult entertainment industry, there was always condom use.
No, like when I first started in the industry, in like '89, there was no condoms at the time. And I think like a year after that, or a year and a half, that's when, you know, HIV came to rise, at least to the public. And at least then you had an option whether you were going to use condoms or not. From there on, I use condoms, you know? You know, I looked at my life, you know, it's just, you know, it's just not worth risking your life, you know, for something like that.